that's fought a few times on the card. He actually beat the #1 rated heavyweight. This guy's got everything. But to give young fighters, our future champions, the ability to fight at one of the biggest and best casinos in the world, Mohegan, under the bright lights. This isn't fighting in a gym, boys club, and I'm not being disrespectful to anything, but this is, or anyone, this is big time boxing. And there's gonna be a lot of people there. The last time that they sold the upper bowl at Mohegan Casino, I did that about 12 years ago. And I expect that this show, we're gonna open that up bowl up on top. And if you don't see it full, then none of us have done our job. And I mean none of us. Because I can promote, I can make sure the fighters get their fights, but it's up to each and every one of you to fill up that arena. And how an arena looks at this, they look on who's on the card. How much population, how many tickets are sold, and when are you going to take them back? So please don't stop selling tickets. And let's get that upper bowl sold out on February 3rd. One ticket, this is a boxing fan's dream. One ticket gets you to see both shows. And you know, so you see the amateurs are going to start at 5 o'clock. I believe there's 12 amateur fights. Then we have a short intermission, and we have a jacked up card here. Belt fights on this card. So it's going to be a beautiful, great night under the bright lights at Mohegan Casino. So as I move along here, I don't want to leave anyone out. It's really important because, you know, the coaches and trainers put an awful lot into the effort that they give to their fighters and the time that they put in it. And there's one guy to my right that I want him to come up here. He's a doorman here, and it's one of the reasons why we're here, of his fighters, and he's old school, just like I am. He gives it everything he's got. His fighter that he's representing and coaching and training is his life. And I want to show some love, and I want him to say a few words. Joe Ricciardi, please come up.
All right. Everyone knows I tell it like it is. A lot of people, they don't like to hear that, but that's just the way I am. I tell it like it is, but at the same time, I'm honest, okay? And I'm going to say something that, I'm not saying this in a cocky way, but my fighters, they can fight.
They surely come ready to fight, that's for sure.
And I'm going to start with Gilbert Kabamba, who's on the amateur card. This kid, he's going to be in the next heavyweight champion of the world. And, like Jimmy was saying earlier, that, you don't do this by yourself, you know. I'm the trainer, but we got a great team at Broadway Boxing. My partner, Dennis Wilcox, all right, I've known him for a while, but we've been close friends and partners in the gym for 4 years, and it's probably one of the better things people I met in my life. Along with this guy over here holding his phone, Richie Gillis. And but like I said, this guy right here is going to be the heavyweight champion of the world, probably 5-6 years. And this kid over here, Mr. Vendetti, this one here, we don't always see eye to eye, but he's as hard as worker as they come. And from day one, he always fought whoever we put him in with. And that's another thing about my fighters. Like gentleman was saying earlier, you go to some of these fights, you know who's going to win ahead of time. And all our fighters, they fight real fighters. And that's what's going to happen. And that's going to be the difference in the fight, because this kid's fought 3 world title fights. And there's not much more I could say as a trainer about a fighter. You know, I'd be up here all day. But thank you, Jimmy. And I didn't always see eye to eye with Jimmy, but Jimmy Burchfield, he's a hell of a promoter. He's a very professional. All right, thank you.
One of the highlights of our amateur show, your fighter, Dennis's fighter, and I want you to introduce him and let him say a few words.
Absolutely. This gentleman to my left, Gilbert Kabamba. Another hard worker, good listener. All good fighters are good listeners.
What's up, everybody? It's like a Tucker truck. So, first and foremost, I'd like to thank God, because without God, I won't be here right now. You know, my family, my coaches, Mama D in the back. You know, I love you, Ma. So, my brother and Mr. Jimmy Burchfield. Without him, I won't be here right now. Without my coaches, I won't be here right now. With that all being said, I'm ready to fight on February 3rd, and let's get it on.
Sir.
So listen, tell me what it feels like as an amateur fighter, and he can really fight, believe me. What does it feel like to go into Mohegan Casino, one of the biggest and best casinos in the world, and fight under them bright lights as an amateur? What does that mean to you?
It means a lot, because it's the bright lights. Like, you can't go wrong with that, you know. You fight under the bright lights, there's people everywhere watching you fight. And for me as a football player, like, always dreaming about, when I used to be a football player, dreaming about playing in the NFL and stuff. It's like the same exact thing, if you see what I'm saying. Because it's a lot of people, bright lights, you know. So me transferring, moving on to being a boxer and fighting on Mohegan, it was just like a dream come true.
That's what makes me happy. Thank you. So you see, this is really good stuff, and some of the names that it's the top amateurs that will be fighting. There's some Golden Gloves going on as well, but we've got some. I met this fella. You know, when you talk football, I followed his son's career at Brown University as a quarterback, and it was amazing. An amazing quarterback. I want to call him up here because he gives this everything he's got. He loves boxing, and I want about Broadway boxing. Let's hear some love for Dennis Wolf.
Thank you, Mr. Burchfield. We went over Broadway boxing? Yeah, Broadway boxing is, well, I had known Joe because I had been around the boxing scene, and we had some mutual friends and everything like that. And then me and Joe just became friends when me and my son Shay were training at his gym in Saugus. And he was, you know, looking for a better location. Something was going on with the gym in Saugus. And you know, we met at Everett City Hall. I called a meeting with the mayor over there, and I outlined what we were going to do as far as, you know, the gym is completely free to whoever wants to work out. We never charged the kids since we've been there. We, you know, we finance it, to be honest with you. It's financed through, you know, friends of ours who will give donations, and if not, we're reaching to our own pocket. So it's filled. I mean, there's over 100 kids in and out of that place, you know. We're helping them get jobs in unions, and, you know, not everybody's going to be a pro boxer, you know. And even the ones who are will tell you, it's not the easiest thing to just, like, people think, oh, he's a pro boxer, he must have $1 million, but I got news for you, right? They don't know the reality of this. It's a real dirty, just like Joe, and, you know, I'm very proud of what we've established over there at Broadway. You know, anybody, Joe's never going to be able to be replaced. I can't be in that gym every day, like, just training and fighting. I just can't do it because I have, you know, other responsibilities. And, you know, I've seen him, what he's done with my own son, you know, who's fighting Thursday. Shay, stand up. Shay's fighting Thursday. He'll be up in Lowell in the open class 147s. So we're looking forward to that Thursday. We got Gilbert, who just, went on the national amateur scene. And no matter what the judges say, I still haven't seen him lose a fight. And, and then we got guys like Greg. So you got world-class fighters running around with kids who've been boxing for one day, and mothers and fathers and handicapped kids. And Broadway boxing is just a community thing. You don't even have to be from Everett. No matter where you're from, you want to work out, you come there. And that's it. And, I'm very grateful to Mr. Burchfield for giving these guys this opportunity. Like my fucking sneeze. But, it's just amazing. It's just amazing, and everybody knows Jimmy's the best game in town, and just for him to be reaching out and, just a little text of like, I'm like, wow, this guy's like following my son, and he's not full of shit either. They were real texts, like he did his homework, he knew what he was talking about. We know when someone's full of shit, right? And, Gilbert said it best, He said, I gotta thank God, because without him we wouldn't be here. I feel the same way. I'm not gonna sit here and get to my life story, because, we'll miss February 3rd. But, I've been through it, man, and everything that me and Joe give back to the community is from experience. We're not up there like on some bullshit, it's real. And boxing's real. Kevin Walsh, Greg Vendetti, Francis Hogan, Gilbert, Shea, me, anybody who stepped to that ring is real, So with that being said, we're just gonna keep our foot on the pedal over in Broadway and keep grinding and getting better. Till then.
Great. So what's your amateur record now, roughly?
About 14-5, 14-6,
Beautiful.
about that, yeah.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
And your father tells me a lot about you, and most certainly we want you to be on one of these cards
Yeah,
one of these
definitely,
days.
definitely,
Thank you, and
absolutely.
God
Thank you.
bless you. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, there's a young man here that formerly worked for me, and now is a member.
Very skilled, and we're gonna see who the better man is. I think everyone in this room knows who that is. And get your tickets. You don't want to miss this one.